Alright, hello, and we are back for the continuation of Allies of Justice, week 17. So, we pick back up a few hours later. The group already initiated their split. Thomas and Connor heading back to the Gub Hole to basically give Bear and Gub Gub the deets on everything going on. So the rest of the group, you make it back to town, to Elp. Did you want them to take Sharptooth, or are you taking Sharptooth with you?
I'd say let them take it, because God would probably be the best one out of all of us to treat him.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering we've already... He probably hates him. We're probably going to kill him on the spot.
I don't like that laugh.
I mean, anyone with history with Gub Gub, think back on how he says he likes other Crux, and you can make the decision.
Gub Gub does not like other Crux.
He doesn't like other Crux.
Yeah, you know, when I
But
was thinking about
we
that
should keep
before
it
we
with him
took the
because-
break.
We should keep it with him because in town we may find somebody who could know how to mitigate the nonsense going on with the possession right now.
Yeah, let's take it to that blind lady. She
because-
always knows what's on site.
Because we still haven't on ropes, so we at least can avoid him doing any damage to other people as long as we have somebody responsibly looking over him all the time. Which I guess is gonna be me. Shit.
I mean, you do have the most body
I-
mass. Yeah.
So we're
I
taking him
Oh,
with us?
did you call him fat?
Oh no, my feelings are
How
hurt.
heavy is he?
I mean, Aiko's a half orc, so I forget how to pronounce my own character's name because I'm that fucking dumb.
God damn it.
He's a half orc, so he stands to be pretty large, just by the nature of how orcs grow up alone. So
hmm So I guess we're taking Mr. Sharptooth, and Mr. Akko is holding on to him.
Yep.
How many times have we brought Cruxes into this place? I don't even know. But I guess that's what's happening.
I mean, to be fair, we always have them restrained. So
Well, we didn't have Gug restrained. Anyway,
nobody dares restrain him.
yeah.
So, you make your way back into Elp. Sharptooth in tow. You find yourselves to the familiar sight of Elp and its nightlife. The multiple colors making a menagerie of effects going on in the distance. Something like a lucid dream as you're passing through the darkness, going up against all these deep blues, bright oranges, lively yellows, and fiery reds as you make your way to the dock town of Elp. Is there any particular destination you would like to make?
Okay, so we're dealing with a armed militia that could come for any of us at any moment. I'm saying we should probably talk to the local armed militia first. Let's not give them Sharptooth, because I feel like this Crux probably wouldn't last long under road. But let's just inform them of what's happening. They have some of the manpower, and then we can tell Tide, who's more of the people man, to get everyone into, at least into a certain state in which they understand the severity of what might happen.
Just get ready for Tide to chew us out again.
Yeah, I know.
That we need to prepare mentally for that.
How much would my character know of this place?
You would know... I'll give you a knowledge level.
Because according to the storyline, I've been here for a few years, but I don't know how much my character would know of this area in general.
I'll give you a knowledge local.
Probably how long do you have to stay in a place before it would fall under knowledge local?
A couple of days at least. Of
Oh,
at least
cool.
making your character have any effort of incorporating themselves in the town that they're at.
Cool. That makes sense.
So unfortunately your knowledge local was a 6 with no ranks in it, so 1. You were very inclusive in your stay here. You didn't speak much to people. Since you have the effort of living in the forest and on your own, you didn't have much need of continuously waiting on what people do or say here. So your experience with the locals here, Yaji, is very secondhand at best.
Can I, since I've been here for a little while and I've made some effort, can I roll a knowledge local to see if the jailhouse with Road and Pike is the only form of, I wouldn't say policing, but you know what I mean, like that
Combat.
type of authority. Well, like any type of authority in this place other than Tide and stuff, like if there's like a governor or something like that. I don't know.
You've been here long enough to understand that this place isn't really ran by a government, since this area is just a colony at best. You notice that a lot of the people here move to basically fill holes and fill space to make the colony feel more lively. You also know that the dark-skinned individuals here aren't people that come from across the sea. They actually are the locals here in Arturo that accustomed to the quote-unquote imperial lifestyle.
Right. So the jailhouse is the only real, empirical, really foothold here.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I say we head over there, tell them what's going on, then head over to the, I forget the restaurant's name, but over there, I guess the Tide might be there working.
The last
Or-
catch.
The Last Catch, yes. Okay. So, jailhouse first, everyone?
I guess.
Sure.
Cool. Jailhouse.
As you all begin to make your way to the jailhouse, a familiar sight of Pike standing outside is apparent and quite odd. You might have overlooked this or at least forgot about it, but since this is more imperially run, the jailhouse normally doesn't stay open at these hours, or at least not visibly open. But now, Pike seems to be standing outside, his spear butt first into the ground, and looking to be stood at attention while you make your approach. Not so much for your sake, but that's what you see.
Hey, Pike, got the night shift?
Oh, hey guys. Yeah, boss came back and... Yeah, the boss came back.
Okay.
You don't sound all too happy about it.
He goes to say something, but bites his lip. If you would like to talk to him, he's inside.
Alright.
Alright.
Thank you, buddy.
Sound foreboding at all?
Yeah. Is he in his usual mood?
Pike would look at you, looking to think of the words to say correctly. He's doing fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Same old.
People tread lightly.
Okay. Keep good hold on. Should we even bring the crux in there, or?
Should someone stay outside with him?
I got him. You guys go in.
Alright. I'll head inside.
I'll go in too.
Just put the crux down for a moment and check that he's doing alright. You are just sharp tooth, right? How are you feeling so far?
I feel like a worm, he says as he wiggles back and forth in the ropes.
It's for your own good, alright? We're trying to keep you alive. May seem a bit rough, but we really don't want to have any more deaths than necessary, alright?
Sharptooth don't mind. It feels like when Sharptooth was bored.
You remember that?
All Crux remember that.
Man, Krubs have amazing memories.
He responds by just wiggling again.
Alright.
So, going inside. Deputy Rhodes seems to be nowhere in sight, but in his place, you see a black-haired, armored individual with a furred coat, tassels, and looking to be wearing a expensive-looking nobleman's tunic that frays off into like a metal skirt as he turns his head to look towards you. He seems to be Imperial and has his arms clasped in front of him.
Good day.
And a good day to you as well. I guess you must be looking for Mr. Rhodes.
Yes.
He's currently indisposed helping me with the matter. I'm sure that once he returns, he'd be more than willing to help you.
If you don't mind me asking, who are you?
No one of import.
Right. Does he have any striking resemblance to a certain Black Hawk individual?
Glad I'm not the only one thinking that.
I mean, if you're trying to be racist and think all people with black hair look alike, I mean, I suppose all people with black hair...
Looks very noble-ish. Right. Okay. But I might be asking a question above my station, but are you related to anyone in the Black Hawk Company?
Naomi kind of
I'm
taps
glad
at
I
Zay's
know is there
elbow
right now.
in
in
warning.
character.
Yeah, Crystal just gives him a look of like, don't.
I still say that anyway.
He didn't mean that, sir. He's just confused.
Outside, Echo's just like, back of my neck is tingling. I get the feeling Ants is being racist right now.
As you say this, Naomi, the man stands from his chair and closes the distance between you and your group. I assure you, I took it as no offense. As he turns to Adze and looking you directly in the face. I've had dealings with the Black Hawk, but I can say with a surety. I have no familial relations with them.
Okay. Just wanted to know. I just heard that they were a big thing in town. And you seem to be quite the noblish sort. Just wanted to know connections and stuff. Building a company here, want to build that.
If you've had dealings with them, do you know anything about them?
A few things have followed, yes. He returned looking to Naomi, his gaze sitting a little longer than on any other. I'm sorry, miss, but your name is...
Oh, I'm Naomi Liu. What's your name?
Noah. Noah Gray.
It's nice to meet you, Noah.
Mr. Gray, so Ro is out right now, completely indisposed. Can't talk to him.
His head would turn in a way that arced slightly, but mostly still pointed towards Naomi as he speaks to you, looking at you. It's like he's currently looking into a matter of civil unrest with me and my company.
Which company's that?
Black Dawn Shipping.
Black Dawn.
Not Black Dog. Not Black Dog.
Oh.
Back Dawn.
Back Dawn. Okay. Alright. Like pirates or something?
When you say that, he scrutinizes his face. Excuse me.
No, not you. The problem. I wasn't. No, it was that. I meant the issue was was pirates, not you. I wasn't trying to say that you were a pirate. The thought never crossed my mind at all. Ever.
Naomi bites her cheek and kind of giggles a bit.
He looks at you, eyes really gathering over your person as you're saying, or stumbling over yourself, before turning back to Naomi. This may seem forward, but may I have a word with you in private?
Okay.
As he's looking really concerned.
He would move to the door and hold it open for you, Naomi.
Crystal looks a little worried too.
Naomi goes in.
And while you're outside, Akko, you watch Naomi leave, being followed by a rather handsome and noble-looking figure who gives her a gentlemanly distance.
That seems very strange. Just leaving like that? No indication of anybody close by.
I'm pretty sure that you see some of them looking at the door, watching them go, because they're all nosy as shit.
I mean, yeah, that's nature.
We're worried about our precious Naomi.
Why are you worried about her?
I didn't actually say that.
No, but all of your faces are so concerned.
She can handle herself, right? He didn't seem like a bad guy, right?
See, that's a problem though. I'm the only one outside who could technically follow, but the problem is I'm a half orc. It's a bit difficult for me to blend in the environment unless we happen to be in like a completely green area.
Should I?
Shit.
As I look at them, should I follow?
Nosy shit.
I mean, I just like I like just keep an eye. I don't need to hear the conversation. I'm just gonna, as he starts backing out, I'm just gonna look just for a second. Yep.
I need to
I'm
keep an eye
worried,
on Sharptooth, so I can't do anything.
I think she'll be fine.
Yeah, why don't we take this time to talk about ourselves?
Well, I guess you could just tell Pike this, and he could give it off to Ro then. Oh, no.
Why are you always so worried about Naomi?
I'm just, I get concerned, because she's not about this life, I mean, she wants to be an adventurer, and I'm glad for her, and I want to help her get to that point. It's just, I want to make sure that she's okay.
You know that she's older than all of us, right? She can take care of herself.
But she was homeschooled for her entire life. She hasn't seen much of the outside world.
Neither of you.
I've seen things.
You okay there, Ash?
I can only imagine what your face looks like. Alright. Yeah, you're right. I should probably just... She can take care of herself. We can just wait here. When they come back. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. Pike! You still out there?
I can't remember what they're called. He's standing attention like the furry hat, red-coated people in Britain.
Oh, French people.
What?
No, it's the Queen's Guard, you turd.
But they're the French guards.
No,
That's English.
that's in England.
Whoops.
Moving on.
With
So,
your beard,
as
with
they-
your
No. That's
As
beautiful.
As they
No,
notice-
moving on from you,
Oh, me. I see. Okay.
Naomi. You took the trek down the pier. This individual standing off a little bit to the side, arms wrapped behind his back, looking forward, walking very proper, and just giving him a once-over. Besides being moderately handsome, you can also tell he doesn't seem to have any weapons on him, at least nothing open, while moving through this city. Something that you can tell, though, moving side by side with him, he's very stilted in his properness, which kind of feels awkward, almost frigid. As you continue to walk in, he still hasn't said anything yet.
Did you need to talk to me about something?
I did. At least it's to speak about something that... Are they aware?
I'm sorry?
It looks like he's now, his frigid features seeming to break slightly in the idea of trying to formulate the words. before stopping and turning to you directly, looking you in the eyes. Are they aware?
She she pulls back a bit and just kind of looks at him confused. Should I insight him? Wait, there's no insight.
Sense motive.
You could sense motive.
You could bluff.
I don't think she knows that she's bluffing yet.
Doesn't matter. She can still lie.
Sensing his intentions and how he looks at you, it seems whatever he's prompting on what they may or may not be aware, it definitely doesn't seem surface deep. As his eyes seem to look directly at you.
I don't think so.
He would pause before turning forward again and continuing the walk. I wasn't aware that there was another of like-minded individuals in Arturo. Do you have family?
Yes.
Nearby?
Not super close.
Do you know of anyone else?
I don't.
Well, if it does help to ease your mind, you are the first that I've met as well. So it's nice to meet friends.
Yeah, I guess it is.
The two walking continue to go down the pier as the camera moves back. The rest of the group kind of just looking down the pier as people are passing by it in their nightly expeditions and trying to gather what it is that's going on, but they're standing a good 3 shoulders length apart and just seemingly having a conversation. Everything doesn't look like it's really all that much of an issue, from what you can see.
You feel a hand grasp your shoulder, and Yaz is going, "It'll be fine."
I'm able to see them from where I am right now, right?
Shake it off. Yeah, I know.
Didn't you need to go tell someone else?
Tide, yeah, but I don't want to just leave without her knowing where we're going, so I'm just gonna wait until she comes back.
Well, it seems like you've encountered me before I even had a chance to rest myself, adds a Kronk & Company. As you turn and you see Deputy Rhodes holding on to several scrolls of papers in his arm. Backstead proper, and face kind of just like looking down at you guys in a almost permanent grimace that his face seems to emit.
Right.
Hair still looking like shit.
Right, sir. Hello. Good evening. Just wanted to tell you about something we've just heard from a reliable source, hopefully, about the Gank brothers.
He would put the papers down and look at the empty chair before turning back to you. Well, go with it. What have you learned?
Well, we learned that the Gank brothers are amassing a bit of an army militia force with the local Crux. They're planning on taking a plan of action against, well, from what the Crux said, mainly us.
He'd give you a scrutinizing look, raising a brow. That seems very unlikely. I mean, I don't mean to diminish your deeds here, but amassing a small militia to take out... what? 4? You're down to?
Well,
Isn't
I'm
there
not sure.
5 people in this place right now?
Yes, but he doesn't know you.
Well, I mean, I think Pike told you that we were among the key players in taking out their base camp, little yonders over there. Figured you
Lieutenant
might...
Pike did give me information, yes.
Right. So, and we've dealt with Crux before. Their dealings with the Black Hawk Company. Did that lieutenant of yours, did he tell you about that?
He told me about it in his report, though I wasn't able to see any body.
Right. Would that be stored somewhere? Because
No.
I mean, I can't just walk.
A representative of the Black Hawk came and took the body.
Oh, well, that's... Oh, okay. Well, that did happen. He did attack us and confessed to dealing with Gank brothers and not in the dealing with of stopping them in actual dealings with them, as well as dealings with Crux that kidnapped a young girl of a man living out in the woods in order to sell her to them.
Road seems to be looking at you, taking in each word, but not necessarily giving a response for everything you have to say, so he's just continued to make sure you're done putting in what you can weigh in.
I just wanted to warn you, being, as far as I know, the highest ranking officer here representing the Empire. I assume you're here to keep the peace, and if what we're saying is true, I assume that this building power is not going to just stay directed at us. At some point it might come to Elp, and I just wanted to make sure you were well aware of that possibility.
It was right for you to come to me. I'll be leading an investigation myself to determine the claims that you make among the Blackhawks with the Gank Brothers, this encampment, and yes, even these crooks. Though I will not lie, something of this magnitude with this much spreading about may take time. There are only 5 of us here, and what you claim may need more.
Probably.
Are you able to get more people soon?
Just very slowly, Rode would turn his head to look at you now, Yaji.
He's a new member.
Looking directly at Yaji as you're saying this adds a request for more people would be possible, though would still take time. His gaze not leaving Yaji at all, becoming a little bit uncomfortable.
Why?
Because he's a creepy old guy.
Well, that's what we're here to do. Just, we're thankful that you were able to hear us out. Again, if you need any help, just let us know.
I
We would give
advise
you. Go ahead.
I would advise you put that request soon. The Gank Brothers might not be too much of a problem for you, but the Crux will be.
Noted.
Yes, the Crux have access to magics, at least from their bosses. So you won't just be dealing with simple little creatures with makeshift tools. We'll be dealing with things with actual magical weight behind them.
His grimace would turn into a sneer at the mention of magic and bringing up magic. But he doesn't say anything more after that.
Alright, well, sure you have a bit of work to do. The man before, Mr. Gray, might come back if those scrolls are for him.
Well then. I suppose I'll just wait here for him then.
Cool. Well, have a good night. It's great to see you again, Road. Okay, I'll just be going now.
Isn't he over at the docks, though?
Yeah, but he was gonna come back, I assume. He said he had, some dealings with Mr. Road here. So, I'm just gonna back out slowly. Nice seeing you.
Road would have his arms crossed behind his back and just watching you guys, not saying anything, back straight, eyes just looking at you as you leave.
Bye. As he just goes, skips behind the door. Whew. Have a good night, Pike.
Take care, mate.
Alright. Okay, so where did those two go off to?
I mean, they were last off at the piers, so...
Think they're still there? Should I make a spot check?
I don't know. Let's look over there in that general direction.
Spot! Boom!
Oh,
You
that's
don't
a
see
good roll.
them.
Not good enough.
Shit.
Okay.
Okay.
If only we could figure out where they went from.
I mean, I can I could try to track in the middle of an urban area. It's gonna be
Yeah.
kind of hard.
You've never tried.
I mean, he's gonna come back, right? With Naomi, right?
Wait, Ash, you hadn't told me. From where I was standing outside with Sharptooth, I wasn't able to see where they went, right? Like, I was able to see a general direction, but not where they went, right?
It's not so much of knowing the direction. You could see them, but with the people, like, obscuring your vision, it's like you were watching them walk down and people just walking past you, like in movies, and then the big fat guy gets in the way, and by the time he moves, you don't see them anymore.
Shite. Alright. Oh, I'm still holding guard outside with Sharptooth then. Just trying to make sure that people don't, like, fuck with him or something.
Yeah, the rest of the group already left. So you can interact more than nothing, maybe? Yes?
Okay. I mean,
What can I say?
What happened?
so
So-
I fill him in.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
that
wait. So you just let the guy go with Naomi without any other information? You didn't ask where they were going, what they were going to, no, nothing.
I assume he just wanted to talk to her privately. That's all he said.
Uh,
And I trusted that she could take care of herself. Didn't seem that bad a guy. Rhodes seems to trust him, and he's a pretty hard man to please, so I kind of just assumed. And I'm
Okay.
still
It seems like
assuming.
he was forced to trust him.
Okay, you know what? Fair point. Like, they can't really do something to Naomi without raising hell, to be fair. But still, where the hell did they go then now?
I don't know.
I saw them passing by, but although just a fat guy passed in front, and I just lost track of the whole thing.
I could try to do. I could try and track them. It's kind of hard with all these footprints everywhere in the dirt, but maybe I could pick out hers. See if I
Look,
can.
let's just look around town. Like you said it yourself, he didn't seem malicious, right?
Not to my not what I could tell. No.
Right.
We,
So
we could
like,
ask around.
Worst situation, just took him out to eat something, just hitting him or something. I don't know.
All right, we can ask the locals, see if they saw someone. And I'm gonna start asking people. You seen a little Verve
I'll ask
woman
you.
girl around Yay High with another man about Yay High?
So, as you guys go around asking questions, on the other side, undisclosed, Naomi, you're sat at a table as Noah begins to pour out a burgundy bottle of what looks like wine for you as you sit at this table in front of the ocean side at night. The sounds of the waves crashing, delivering a beautiful chorus on the night air, with the stars shining bright and the red Cheshire smile of a celestial body hanging over Elp. So tell me about your friends. You say they are unaware, yes?
Yeah. But they're all really nice. Do you think they'd be mad if they knew?
It's hard to tell with those that don't understand.
I think they would understand.
Then I trust you do it with safety, then. I don't mean to sound callous, but if it turns badly for you, it may turn badly for others.
You're probably right.
Drink. I hope you don't mind.
Oh, no, I quite enjoy these. She'll take it and smell it.
It has a slight raspberry hint to it.
Smells good. She takes a sip.
It's an interesting taste. It has a raspberry hint to it with a jasmine or ginseng lager and pretty high alcohol content comparably for wine.
Where's this from?
This bottle, I believe it was shipped in from the Ever King's territories. Do you like it?
Yes, it's delicious.
He corks it and then pushes the bottle to the other side of the table towards you. Then a gift for new friends.
Thank you. I don't have a gift for you, though.
Oh, she's so innocent.
Get naked.
No!
What the?
He'd look to you, leg crossed, and just gives you a nod. The appreciation you gave for receiving is gift enough. Do you plan to stay long?
Oh, I don't know. I guess I'm just doing whatever the group does.
Are these good people?
Yes, they're trying to make things right around here.
Even right for us?
They haven't said anything.
Well,
But I'm sure they would.
he thinks on it and eventually gives you a nod before digging in his pocket and reaching over the table, extending his hand for yours. His free hand.
She'll reach her hand out.
As he'd take your hand, he'd flip it and leave in your hand about a 5-inch long silver pipe with a hole in the top. And at the end, it comes out to, well, you know what a flute is. It looks like a flute except silver.
Oh, wow. It's beautiful.
I could think of things that look more beautiful, but it's simple. And in its simplicity, I suppose it can be beautiful. Though, it's also practical. You can use this if you wish to contact me. As long as you're in Arturo, at least.
Really?
He would nod.
Thank you.
He would then stand up as he'd move in front of your chair and hold a hand out to help you up. Now I think it's time for me to return you to your friends, lest I make them worry any more than they already have.
Okay. Wait. You've given me 2 things now. Can I at least play you a song?
He's so innocent. So sweet.
I swear to God.
He put a hand, or closed his hand, and then just smirk and nod as he would move his chair in front of yours and then sit down, crossing his leg over his.
I'll pull out my harp and just start strumming. Should I roll performance?
Yes, you can.
Alright. Please do good.
Alright, that's pretty nice. Describe this performance that you play for him on your harp.
I'll play something and it'll be like one of those songs that is kind of like a tale in the lyrics.
Is it the tale of Toa Nightly?
The tail. That's what I was gonna say.
Tale of Toa Nightly. Sure.
He would close his eyes as you would begin to strum each string, in tandem, giving off your own interpretation of your tale of Toa Nightly, which starts off at first sweet, then turns bitter, but then ends off on a note that seems satisfactory yet sad at the same time. As you come to your crescendo in the end, he just takes his hands, removes his gauntlets, and just gives off a couple of subtle claps. As you notice around you, even more claps go off, as a small crowd of about 15 or so odd people seem to flock next to your guys' table as they listen to you play. As a small amount of cheering seems to go off once you finish your song.
She blushes heavily and then looks at Noah cautiously. Was that okay?
It was divine. Thank you. Which around this time, pushing to the side of the crowd, eventually you notice, out of the peripherals, Adze and Yaji, looking frantically side to side until eventually the rest of the group, you see Naomi in front of this man with her harp drawn, and him just sat in a chair in front of her as she finished what you guys heard the tail end of playing a song for.
Oh, hey, there you are. Oh, thank goodness.
Hi, Adze.
Hi, Naomi. You're doing okay?
Yeah. Were you looking for me?
A little bit, yeah.
He seems very concerned in your well-being.
Thank you, Yaji.
I didn't mean to make you worry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay.
Well, I think I'll use that to take my leave then, Naomi. As he would stand and give you a deep bow. I hope to see you again in the future.
Same to you, Noah.
As he would turn, looking to the group, putting a hand to his chest and giving you all a bow, before curting his cloak in front of him and continuing to move back to Deputy Rhodes' jailhouse.
So, what did he talk to you about?
Oh, he just wanted to say hi in private, I guess.
As he has no reason to think that Naomi would be you know.
He gave
Wouldn't
me
lie with
mine.
him.
I'm sorry, but Echo would just look at table, set of glasses, and the pier like, I told you he was going to be hitting on her.
He gave
I
me
told
mine,
you.
Adze. Look, and she holds up the bottle.
That's great. I mean, you do like drink, so right. Okay. Okay. So you two are.
Well, hold on. What kind of wine is it? What's it say on there?
But no,
It has no label.
don't rub it in
No
anymore.
label. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Right. Oh. So you're okay? Not feeling weird?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Alright, cool. See? Told you guys, nothing to worry about, right?
Adze, why is your voice going up so high?
No reason! Let's just find Ty and tell him something.
Yeah, Crystal just shoots Adze a worried look.
It's fine. It's just- yeah, I don't like crowds, come on.
Okay.
Way looking for
So,
Tide.
before we continue gossiping, people, we do need to try and find somebody who can help Sharptooth here.
Well, the most magically inclined person I would know is Tide. Although I think... Did we already go to him with another Crux that had that same mark?
No,
Did we?
haven't. I don't think so.
We haven't gone to him with one of these yet? Okay.
Sharptooth's
I mean,
just wiggling in
regardless of
the
that-
rope like a tadpole.
Is Naomi's pacify still on, or did it wear off by now?
It wore off.
But he's not reactive, but at the same time, like, Akko is just carrying it over his shoulder as where needed.
Are you, Are you comfortable there? I'm asking Sharptooth.
Sharptooth don't hurt no more.
Oh, that's good.
That's the important bit.
He waggles.
You like wiggling too much.
It's funny.
He says that only as a joke.
It does look fun.
He waggles.
Naomi waggles.
Okay, let's just go to Tide, please.
Sharptooth's
As you
adorable.
said that. Oh, it's not Peter.
We're gonna have a new Crux buddy.
Let's not
If
get
he
too-
lasts the night.
And for once, there's gonna be a Crux that doesn't hate me.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Gub Gub was Kronk's Crux buddy. Sharptooth's your Crux buddy.
I'm gonna roll a gather image to see if I could find out where. Ah, that's not good.
What are you
As you're
looking for
walking
at-
by, Naomi, like those words still hang in your ear, they like in your back of your mind while you're like walking behind everybody. Like, how's Naomi taking that?
A little sad. But she's optimistic.
So, as you guys continue on, Adze, eventually you hear word of where Tide is, where Tide always is normally, which is on the ocean.
Okay. Alright.
Not in it.
Oh, I make to the dock, it's the shoreline. So you could see him.
You get to the end of the dock, and sure enough, on his surfboard waiting in the water.
Hey, Tide?
He reflexively takes in a deep breath. As he turns his head towards the dock, looking
Poor
Oh
guy.
no.
towards the
Oh
group.
no.
We don't have my dad, don't worry.
Don't worry, we have a living body this time. And it's one we want you to look at.
I can't help but imagine that as soon as you say that, Sharp 2 just whack him more. Like every time somebody's just like, yes, I'm here.
Waggle, waggle, waggle.
Wiggle waggle.
A Sharptooth responds with a waggle.
Yes.
As Tide closes his eyes and just brings his palms to his eyes as he breathes out heavily. And with that, we're gonna take a break.
We love you, Ty.
We're tied.
He's so dumb.
I mean,
though.
we're doing our best to help, and admittedly we are actually doing so quite well.
There's next to no other source of information in this town. Who else are we gonna go to? There's it's Miss Babadook, but I just feel like she's just a blind, kind old lady. She's not like some secret witch
She's
or
not
anything.
some secret
Well-
witch that has a 1,000-foot
Then-
snake.
Let's
Then it
go over
turns
this
out-
after.
After the
So,
or during
thank
the
you
break.
guys for watching.
Yeah.
We're gonna be back in about 10 to 15 minutes to continue with today's episode. So,
For real this time?
like always, we never lie about that. We always come back when I say we come back.
Yeah, we'll see you in a half hour.
So, thank you guys for watching. See you guys soon. Peace.
Goodbye.
What if Babadook really is the witch? That'd be interesting.
And then
Maybe she is, and it's just that you guys haven't checked.
She has a fucking big ass